Hi guys, welcome back. I'm kind of trying to make this video short because I am dying. I'm sick and I never get sick, so that's crazy for me. So, what I want to say is that yeah. So a lot of stuff is really getting on my nerves. Why is this society praising stupidity? Okay, so like I Duolingo. I really like Duolingo. I'm learning like German, Japanese, Mandarin, Russian, Swahili, and Irish, Irish Gaelic on Duolingo. And I just got finished reading an article. Um they tweeted a person had uh was doing an English Spanish lesson, and they saw the a phrase that says, "Are they legal?" and another phrase said, "He should be detained now." And I was just like, wow. And then in Duolingo, I just finished reading the article, and Duolingo tried to defend. They said, yeah, it's okay. I can see how it would be offensive to you, but taking out of the context, they weren't those two sentences weren't together, so they were taken out of context. So, but that that doesn't make any sense. It's like separated or together. It still sounds a little weird because, and like if you're trying to defend yourself by like making that saying, I didn't if you're trying to defend yourself by saying I didn't really see anything wrong with it, why didn't you put it in all my other in why didn't you put it in the German um why didn't you put in the German course? Because I don't know how to say legal or illegal in my German course. I don't know how to say illegal or legal in my Russian course. I don't know how to say illegal or legal in my Japanese course. Because this happened in America, obviously, and this happened in America, and you know the tension that white Americans have against these, well, not all white Americans, but majority of the white Americans who are being led by the supreme leader as of now, our president, who is clearly saying these immigrants are murderers and rapists, and they're who are coming into so and you have people who are Latino who are even born here being detained, and you are defending it. You're saying, well, technically, are they legal? Doesn't technically have to mean are the people legal? It can mean like any, and then you dig a hole even worse, saying it can mean like are the weapons legal? It's like, did you know murderers have weapons? So you're still digging a hole for yourself by saying, by giving the narrative that all Latino immigrants are murderers and rapists who have weapons. I don't see how this is, and it's just like the dude who made Duolingo he says he's a Guatemalan immigrant, so he didn't see anything wrong with it. So it's like, well, first of all, his last name is Von An. So I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but when I saw it before I found out he said he was a Guatemalan, when I saw it, it looked German because it had Von and it had An in it. So it looked German to me. So he could get away with not being Latino, with not thinking that he was Latino, for people not thinking that he's Latino. And second of all, I've never seen him before, but he might be a he could be a white looking Guatemalan too. They have those over there apparently, because people don't know that Latino is not apparently people are still understanding that Latino is not a race, it's an ethnicity. There are Afro Latinos and there are white Latinos, and it doesn't make any sense. So the thing is that I don't. If you guys thought this was good with if you thought this was a good way to help English people who speak English learn Spanish by saying, are they legal or he should be detained? So that means you're trying to promote you're trying to promote us having doubts about the citizenship of a Latino, and it doesn't make any sense because so should I be afraid now? So like when I haven't gone through the whole course of trying to learn Swahili, but when I go through the course, am I gonna see that? Because I think they mostly speak it in Kenya and maybe a little bit, and they mostly speak it in Kenya and Tanzania, I think. But I know they speak it a lot everywhere in Africa, but I know they mostly speak it in Kenya and Tanzania. So when I progress in the Swahili course, are you gonna teach me how to say go back to Africa? Are you gonna teach me how to say jungle monkey? That doesn't. Why would I? What? So if why would you? What? I can't even speak right now. I'm just so. I don't understand. And it's just like, what? I don't understand. These apologies that these people in the spotlight come up with. Like, when you're race politicians, these actors, these politicians come out with some racist or homophobic something that they said, and then they say, well, I didn't mean it, or I didn't know. It's just like, no, that apology doesn't sound sincere at all. And the Duolingo apology doesn't sound sincere at all. As a Black woman, I understand I understand when people apologize. Nowadays, when people are apologizing, they're apologizing because they don't want to look bad. That's the only reason why they're apologizing. They're not saying it because they think that they're genuinely sorry. They're saying that because they don't want to look bad. And and the apology makes it even worse. They're digging a hole for themselves. And that's what Duolingo did with their when they tried to apologize. They dug even bigger hole for themselves when they apologized. So it's not like people, when you just say I didn't know, and you have this, you are in a world with social media, and you are in a world with television, and you are a world where information gets out very easily to the public. That's not a good enough excuse. Unless you were you were from a group of people that were isolated from the rest of us for like 1,000 years, but then you would have to know how to speak English in like 2 seconds. So it's like, don't even. And it's just like, it doesn't make any sense to me. So what I think is a generally good apology is when you say, I know I messed up. I'm gonna come out and say it. I'm gonna come out and say it say it so everyone knows this was racist and what I did was very unacceptable. And I know that I offended a lot of people. the minorities that I offended. I offended very much. And you don't have to forgive me, but I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that you know that I'm sorry. Actions speak louder than words. Again, make sure that people know that you're actually sorry by doing good things towards that community. It's not that hard. If you want to be racist, but then don't come out and say I'm sorry and then turn around and then go call the police on a black person because they look suspicious, or shoot a black person just because you think that they have a gun on them or something, or don't call ICE because you see a Latino doing his homework on a park bench or something. It doesn't make any sense. You gotta stop saying I'm sorry, because you gotta stop saying I'm sorry. This society knows how to say I'm sorry, but they don't know that it's just a neutral word. Again, actions speak louder than words. Sorry is spelled SORRY. That's just a word. Sorry is just a word. Do something, say something other than sorry to make me feel like you actually know that what you did was messed up. That doesn't make any sense to me. If you don't know how to do that, just don't say I'm sorry. Just own up to just say that you are racist. Just say that you're racist. I would rather have a racist come up to me and say he was a racist than someone who's trying to befriend me but then talks behind my back saying that I'm a jungle monkey. Saying that, oh, well, she's from Nigeria, so she probably, well, actually, I'm not but she's Nigerian. Her dad's from Nigeria, so he was probably a Nigerian prince scammer at one point. It's like, no, don't say that unless you know where I'm come from. Unless you know my experiences, then don't do that. And if you're scared of something that you don't understand, learn about it. And then make your own opinion about it. Because you just look stupid. I don't know why this is so hard for society to grasp, especially the people who are in the spotlight, these actors, these actresses, these politicians. I don't know why. And people even on who are on YouTube or Instagram or stuff, they have videos of them coming out and doing these racist stuff and then say, I'm sorry. No, you're not sorry, because you keep doing it. And you're not sorry. That's not saying you're sorry because you keep doing it. And also the people who keep supporting these people, like on YouTube, PewDiePie first, he keeps saying nigger online. Yes, I'm going to say it. He keeps saying the word and he keeps saying I'm sorry, and he keeps getting subscribers. Why? You know what? I'm just finished because I don't want to get any more, but I really need people to start waking up. And you know what? I don't like the word woke because people are using it in a bad way now, because people are using it saying we're woke and then they turn around and do this type of stuff, this type of messed up stuff. They are not woke. Woke in it. You know what? I just need to stop. We just need to stop getting people, like when people say sorry, I just need people to know that sorry doesn't always mean you're sorry. Just saying sorry, oh, let's go, or sorry, I almost tried to kill you. No, you almost tried to kill me. You can't say sorry for that. Sorry that I disrespected you willingly. It's like, no. Just because you have a lot of money doesn't mean you're any better than me. So, that's all I have to say. Bye.